Hi, thanks for joining me. My topic today is seeds. I have been anticipating doing this video for a little while now, and I'm really excited to do it. The idea came to me when I was riding home from a Veg Fest, actually, and I was just thinking, seemingly randomly, about my perception of seeds before I became vegan and what I know now and the reality of my life now. And I found it funny, and I thought, this is a good topic. I need to share this with people who don't know. My perception of seed eating before I became vegan was that it was something that I did very rarely, and I perceived it as something that was kind of weird to do on a regular basis. And I know I had heard that vegans use seeds as one of their main sources of protein, and I thought, why even mention that? Because they must be eating such a small amount that it wouldn't even matter. Or if they are eating a lot of them, they must be putting a lot of them on their salad, or just like eating sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds a lot, or eating a lot of granola, things like that. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about protein at the end of the video, but anyhow, that was my perception of seeds. I basically just thought of seed eating as, like I said, eating the occasional sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds, or getting sesame seeds on a bun. So my thinking and my reality now is radically different, and I wanted to share some info with you. So there's a variety of seeds, not just sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. There's flax seeds, there are pumpkin seeds, there are chia seeds, sesame seeds, hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, poppy seeds, and more. I find that a lot of vegan products already have seeds in them. I have just a couple here I'm going to show you as an example. So some vegan cereal here. This is Nature's Path, Flax Plus. This cereal has in it flaxseed as well as pumpkin seeds. Okay, those are the two seeds in that. My bread. This is Alvarado Street Bakery vegan bread. It's got a nice little vegan stamp on it also. This contains... Oh wow, this one doesn't have seeds. Amazing. Okay, well, I happened to just find this one cheaper than the bread I have been getting at a different place, so I bought this again. But what I have been eating is, oh, now I'm going to space on the name of the bread. I'm going to have to leave the name of the bread below for you in the description. The bread I have been eating contains flaxseed and some other seeds. So vegan breads sometimes do, and a number of other products as well. But if you're looking... Oh, okay, so seed milk, I found my note. Seed milk, there's hemp milk, there's sunflower milk, tahini, sesame tahini, which is a sesame butter, basically like a peanut butter. It's made of sesame seeds. It's great for making dips and dressings and doing a number of other things with. So there's that. Veggie burgers. A lot of veggie burgers contain seeds. And so there's some more examples. So if you're looking to include more seeds into your diet, there's ways to directly add seeds into foods that you're making. Plenty of ways. Flaxseed, I'm going to talk about first. I have this in my refrigerator. It says flaxseed meal, but what it is ground flaxseed. You can use flaxseed as an egg substitute. You can make a flax egg, as it's commonly called. by taking a teaspoon of ground flaxseed meal and I think it's 3 teaspoons of water. It's 2 or 3. You could Google it and get the answer pretty easily, but I think it's 3 of water. And you stir it up and you let it sit for a half hour, and then you use it like you would an egg in baking. Um, I used to do this a lot when I baked. I haven't had an oven now for almost a year, just had a stovetop, so I haven't been baking or doing that. But I remember when I did, stuff came out great. It tasted wonderful. Um, it works generally for any recipe that has up to 3 eggs. If it has more than 3 eggs, then you should be using something else, possibly energy egg replacer or something like that. But depending on the purpose of the egg, you might need to add baking soda in there. Okay, so that's one way. Another thing I do with flaxseed sometimes is I add it to my water. Just put a teaspoon of ground flaxseed into my water, let it sit about 10 minutes, a little longer if you want, and it dissolves. Not dissolves, I'm sorry, but it softens the flaxseed. It doesn't dissolve. And I find that my water tastes fresher with this. I really enjoy it. And you can suck the flax seeds up. They're soft and palatable. I enjoy it. So that's one way. You could add it to the ground flaxseed. You could add it to smoothies, vegan yogurt. I add it to oatmeal sometimes. You can add it into grain salads. So many things you can do with flaxseed, really. So I'm going to let that one go and move on. I do want to say, though, you have to have your flaxseed ground, really. If you eat whole flax seeds, you can't digest them. They need to be ground up. So when you go out to a store and you see whole flax seeds, that's because people will take them and ground them fresh themselves. That's why they're sold that way, not so that you can eat them whole. So moving on, pumpkin seeds, I really don't do a lot with pumpkin seeds myself. You could, of course, put them into a granola or a trail mix or a cereal, add them to baked things, put them in salads. Chia seeds, I also don't do very much with because they get stuck in my teeth. However, if you moisten them, like with flaxseed, they will soften up and they will expand a little bit. So some things that can be done with chia seeds is you can make a vegan bubble tea, you can make chia pudding, and of course you can add them to the things I mentioned, smoothies, salad, your baked goods. Sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are good, of course, in vegan dressings or as toppings on salads, but I use sesame seeds mostly in tahini. I make dips with it. I make a spread for my veggie wraps with it, and I enjoy it, so I consume some tahini. Hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are great. I love hemp seed. Again, oatmeal, salads, salad dressings, in baked goods, and parfaits. That's another thing you can add these seeds to. Parfait, you can make a vegan one. There's vegan yogurt. Just get some vegan yogurt, some fruit. I like to use my trail mix, put my trail mix in there when it's not salty, when it's compatible. So you could certainly do that, and you could put them in cookies or bread, homemade bread. If you make bread, any of these seeds would go in there fine. Trail mixes also, of course. But one thing I use hemp seeds for that I personally don't use other seeds for, at least not yet, is as a coating. When I fry tofu, Towards the end stage, I will add hemp seeds to it. It puts a little crunch on it. Love it. You could do it with vegetables too, especially if you batter them. If you use a whole wheat flour or a healthy flour and you want to batter some vegetables and make it like a sort of like a tempura, you could put hemp seed in the batter or add it in towards the end of the cooking phase. You can use these seeds when you bake to add a little crunch to your food. Alright, so sunflower seeds. Mainly I use these in my trail mix, but you can use them again in a number of ways, um, like with coatings, in salads, salad dressings, vegan bars if you make some bars, or breads, cookies, baked goods, that kind of thing, or also in any kind of like casserole or something like that to add a crunch. Sunflower seeds, there's also a sunflower seed butter, so you could use that too. And poppy seeds, like chia seeds, I don't use very often because I get them caught in my teeth, and I don't know, but I don't believe that soaking poppy seeds will soften them the way it does chia seeds and flax seeds. So, again, the usual. Don't get too bored. I'm almost done with this part. But salads, salad dressings, your baked goods, and a lot of other things. So, um, those are some ideas for you. Hopefully, that's helpful. I do want to point out that you may be eating more seeds than you think, or even if you're not, I want to point this out. Some things that you may not think of as seeds are actually seeds. Quinoa is an example, amaranth is an example, and sprouts are an example. When you sprout something, you get a bean, well, not a bean sprout, but when you take something from a seed and you turn it into a sprout, you have it sprout, and you eat that, you're also eating the seed. And quinoa and amaranth are commonly thought of as grains and get cooked and used that way, but they are technically seeds. So if you make a dish with quinoa, so you make quinoa and vegetables, a cup of quinoa, and put some vegetables in it, all that quinoa is actually seeds. So there you go. Plenty of seeds in my vegan diet. So I do want to say a little bit about the protein, though. I would like to believe that nobody in this day and age still thinks that you need to be concerned with protein when you go vegan, because you don't, and it's really ridiculous looking at it through the looking glass. I don't mean to be hard on anybody or to make anybody, to belittle anybody, but it's true. Vegetables contain protein, and it's nearly impossible to be protein deficient without starving yourself. And I mean, if you're eating toxic, highly processed foods all the time, then you are starving yourself of nutrients, but you may actually be putting some food in there. So I guess maybe that could happen if you just eat candy and potato chips all the time. But I don't know, because potatoes actually, I think they're the vegetable with the lowest amount of protein, but I've heard if you eat nothing but potatoes, you will not become protein deficient. You'll probably become deficient in your vitamins and stuff that are in fruits and different colored vegetables, but protein is not an issue. However, yes, I'm going to say what has been said billions of times probably. Beans, lentils, other legumes, nuts, seeds, all very high protein foods that are vegan. So anyhow, I guess that's everything for my video. I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you have any other seeds that I didn't mention that you want to bring up in the comments, that would be cool. I'd love to learn some more. Or if you have anything you want to share or say, feel free to leave comments. And please like my video if you enjoyed it so it's easier for people to find. Subscribe to this channel if you want to make sure you don't miss any videos of mine. Please pass it on if you want someone to hear it or you think they'd enjoy it. And be well.